We're going to talk about finding X and Y intercepts. So I have this up here, what it says. So when you have these kind of lines like this is the only ones we're going to talk about now is for the lines. If you want to find the X-intercept, you want to put a 0 in for the Y in that equation, and then you're going to solve for X. And then if you want to find the Y-intercept, you put a 0 in for X, and you solve for Y. Okay, so let's follow that and do that for this example here. Find the intercepts and use them to graph. So what's going to happen is we're going to find the two intercepts. That's going to be 2 points on our line, and then we can just connect those points with the line, and that's going to be another way that we can graph this without making a whole table and that sort of thing. So here, for this line right there, put a 0 in for Y and solve for X. Okay, so we're going to do that here. 0 equals negative 4X plus 4, just like that. And we want to solve. So I'm going to add 4X to both sides, and we get 4X equals 4. Now we have to divide both sides because we want to get X by itself. Divide both sides by 4. And then once we do that, we get X equals 1. Now the way that you're going to write this as a point is that we know that when you write points, it's always X comma Y. So it says we got to have a 0 for Y, but then we got 1 for X. So as a point, you'd write this as 1 comma 0. The X is 1. We found that. X goes first always with coordinates, and then the Y goes second. Well, we already found, it already says here that the Y has to be a 0. So 1 comma 0. Okay, so now we're going to do the next one. Okay, same equation, but now we want to find the Y-intercept. So it says put a 0 in for X and solve for Y. So we have negative 4. We put a 0 in for the X. And then we're just going to simplify this. So negative 4 times 0 is going to be a 0. So we just have 0 plus 4. And then 0 plus 4 just turns into a 4. Okay, so now we want to write the coordinate for this one now. Okay, 0 for X, and then we got a 4 for Y. So 0 for X means we put the 0 in there first, and then the 4 goes second. So now we have 1, 0, and 0, 4. These are 2 points that I want to now plot, and I'll connect those with a line. So 1 comma 0, so we go 1 this way. So that's right there, 1 comma 0. And then we have 0, 4. So starting from 0, we don't go left to right. We just go straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. And so now we have 2 points that we can connect now with a line. Let me make that look a little bit better than that. It's kind of hard to do it straight line with this pad here, but it's going to look something like that. So this would now be your particular equation. Now, it doesn't ask about slope on this one, but if it did ask if slope is positive or negative, we would say the slope is negative because the line is leaning to the left.